Hallo und herzlich willkommen auf meinem Kanal. Ich heiße Patricia Chimba und heute erkläre euch die Situation in mein Leben. Okay, so today I'll try to talk about something that just happened in my life. Okay, so when I came to Germany, I started looking for employment immediately when they told me I had the right to work in Germany. So, you know, in Germany, mostly people look through these agencies that are finding employment for people. I try, sometimes you apply, they'll tell you come tomorrow. Of course, appointments. When you see an advertisement, they'll tell you come tomorrow. And when they link you maybe to a company, that company will tell you we can't employ you until we try you. They'll give you maybe a trial day. You go there. But because I have a schedule coming up for school on the 8th of June, even if company was interested in me, immediately they learn that I'll be going to school, they'll immediately say, we are sorry, we can't hire you because we need somebody that is available. So in so doing, I just opted to look for a mini job, and I came across a job. You know, with this quarantine, corona, and lockdown economy, jobs have been really scarce, and people are also afraid to employ. Most companies are closed. And so I had an opportunity to contact one of these companies that is so big, that's a good company, and the company just called me like, okay, you can come tomorrow. They texted me and I went there. I did interviews, I did trials for 2 days. They were happy with me and I immediately started. So when I started working, the contract wasn't signed then. And after some time, like after 5 days, the contract was sent to my house, to my home address. And so I received the contract, was already signed, the document, one for me, one for others, and 2 other requirements. Like they wanted the police clearance to say I have never committed a crime, or even if I had, that's what they were looking for. And some social security papers, number, I think, something like that. So because we had to apply for that, I continued going for work. But because I wasn't paid, so my supervisor insisted that no, you should bring the other contract. Don't wait for the police clearance letter or anything, because they won't pay you if you wait for that later. So I had to ask my husband, like, have you gone through this contract? Because me, I'm not even fluent or that conversant with this language. So I said, no. He just looked at top and said, no, I've looked at it. I know how such contracts normally are. So everything is good. I was like, what? I expect you to go through paragraph by paragraph so that we understand everything. No, I understand everything. So anyway, so when I came back, they said I should take back the contract even if the police clearance doesn't come here. I'll take it later when it comes. So I was like, okay, just sign it and take it. I was like, are we not going through again? He said no. So also me in the morning, I just took the contract and I gave it to my supervisor. But surprisingly, because as I've been working with a mini job, it's like 450, 470, maybe 500. I don't know, something like, but not beyond. So because were too much and the money was like going high, so I spoke with one of the workmates. I was like, how do they distribute the hours? Because I've seen they've gone far beyond. So the workmate told me like, no, there's nothing like hours. This is not a mini job. This is just like any other job, and they pay us for all the money. So I was like, because I couldn't discuss further with her, she's just a junior like me. So I came home, I told my husband, like, I'm not sure if this is the kind of job that we're looking for. When I told you to go through the contract, you didn't go through it. So we don't even understand like what I'm supposed to do or how my employment background is or what is the foundation or the basis. So we're like a little bit. So I was like, okay, tomorrow what you do is try to contact my company. They told him they could not disclose anything to him because of privacy and other things. So at work, my supervisor came to me and told me like, your husband called our company and just tell him to call me. If you know, I know you have my numbers. Like, okay, I'll do that when I get home. So when I got home, my husband said, okay, because the HR said when you come home, we should call her. So maybe we should call her first and call your supervisor later. So we called the HR and I gave her permission to talk to my husband on my behalf because I'm not fluent in Germany. And so she spoke with him and she told him that the job acquired pension and tax and everything and all things that a full-time part-time job gets, and this wasn't a mini job at all, and we are confused because we know that from June I wouldn't be available. I can only be available for a few days in a week, and maybe Saturday if all goes well. And so we explained this to them, and from this time I started looking for a new job that can suit my schedule, because I was not sure what would happen. They may say, and they said that the contract was binding, that it's very binding, and to them they are not even sure. Like she told my husband that right now I'm even working on her contract so she can receive her last payment, her last salary that she didn't receive, and there is no way I can reverse this. I just don't know how you can do it, but I'm processing it because the contract is binding. And so I was very skeptical because this is not my country. I don't know how the laws are, and I don't know, maybe they take me to court for not fulfilling the assignment or anything. I'm just doubting. So and from that time we called my boss, my supervisor, and she was like, okay, she's not ready to lose me because I work hard, because I've shown her that I know the job and I'm very much interested in the job. They are happy with my performance, and what she can do is to reconstruct the contract to suit my need. And after I complete school, according to her, she said she's only worried if I won't change my mind and go to another company, because by then I'll be more empowered. But I said no, because if they offered me the opportunity, obviously I will show some gratitude in the end. Even if I was to leave, I'll leave with a lot of gratitude. Maybe I'll save them for some time. But all I can say is I just want to encourage somebody, please, if you are employed anywhere, just work very hard. Just do your best, because you don't know what will come out of it. Who would have known that a big company can adjust to my needs? It's not even possible that a company can say we'll wait for her services until she completes school, then we can see if we can go back to the original contract. This is like a miracle, but it's all thanks also to my effort, because when I'm doing something, I try to do it with my work, with my whole heart, and I do it as though I'm doing it to God, because I'm a Christian and that's what I try to do. And I just want to thank you that my effort paid off. And next time, please, you enter a job, try to read all the terms so that you understand what you are going through. So thank you for watching my video. Please don't be bored. It's just a lesson, and I really want to stick it in my life. So magset ihr weitere Video von mir sehen, dann abonniere meinen Kanal. Bitte vergessen Sie nicht zu teilen, zu kommentieren und zu liken. Tschüss.